Hello, red shirters. Get it? Red shirters. Welcome back to Red Shirt Video. It's good to see everybody. Man, it's been a minute since I've been here. In the last few videos, you would have seen me working on this wall. Got that done. I'm really pleased with that. Before that, we did the living room ceiling and the bedroom ceiling. Really pleased with that. Today, what we're going to be working on, we're going to get some more of this paneling put up. And it's not real hard. You just got to do a lot of measuring and just takes a little while, but we're gonna start on that. You might have also seen in the last video I got some new kitchen cabinets. I'm still shopping for countertop and a kitchen sink. In the bathroom, I'm shopping for a shower, and I still need to do the plumbing inside that wall. That's kind of holding me up. So we got some other things that's coming up. But right now we're going to be working on this paneling. So thanks for being here, and let's get busy. Well, I was trying to pick this piece up, and I tried to cut it in a way that it wouldn't want to split in half, and I cut too much, and I cracked it right there, which is going to be right there on that window, but there'll be molding, so I'm not going to worry about it too much, but dang it. All right, first piece is up. I had to go ahead and cut that, make a smooth cut, because the top didn't fit as well as I wanted it to. But like I said, there'll be molding there. So, all right, one more piece on that wall. Oh. I wish I could have gotten more done today, but I just don't have it in me. I was tending to the fire also. I'm fairly happy. There's a few places I'm not 100% happy, but caulk and molding and paint help a lot. So it's looking pretty good. This beadboard product comes in 2 different flavors. You can get a masonite product, which is what this is, totally man-made. When you cut it, it's very fine dust. This is about 1/4 inch, 3/8, I believe. You can also get this in a wood product, would be the same thickness. This is actually nice because it has a kind of a vinyl texture to it on there that's something sprayed on, I guess. But you can pretty much just caulk this and then paint it. You're ready to go. The wood product you may have to seal, probably put primer on it and then paint it. I would have rather had the wood, I think, even though it'd been extra work. It's a sturdier product. But this is fine. This stuff is about $24 a sheet, whereas the wood, I think, is closer to 35-ish. And then, of course, I got this for about half price, so it was like, I don't remember, $11, $12 a sheet. But it's working out pretty good. But anyway, a little bit of extra information there. This product can be a little difficult to work with because it's very lightweight and can be very flimsy depending on how you cut it. It also creates a very fine dust when you do cut it, and when the pieces are stacked on top of each other, they can be very slick, as you just witnessed. So I thought I had record going, but I didn't. I got that last piece put in. It took me about 3 test fits. There's a board, one of the cedar boards up there is cupped a little bit, and it took me a while to get that cut, and I had to cut the sidewall too a little bit. Anyway, I got it all nailed up. Now all of this is going to get caulked and then later, much later probably, painted. So we are in the kitchen, and I've got a small issue that I need to correct before I try to do any paneling over here. When I laid out this kitchen, I was going under the assumption that I would be using the other cabinets that I had got for free, and they present a little different footprint. The problem with all of that is one of the first things that you have to do when you go to start laying all this out and building it out is you have to do the electrical inside the wall. You run all the lines and you put these boxes where you think they're going to go. Well, this kitchen has shifted, and this over here is okay. This will be a plug above the countertop, We'll have a stove right here. I don't know how well you can see, but the plug's here. I would have rather it been in the middle, but that can work. That'll be okay. These, I would rather them be over a little bit, but I'm not going to do anything with them because there are some studs in the wall and it'd be real hard to try to get those over. So they'll work out the way they are. Microwave, I may have got that a little high. I'm going to look at that and see if I got any slack in the wall. If I can work this out and get a little slack. I don't think there is, but if I can, I might lower that. Over here, there'll be a 2-foot refrigerator, and I know 2 foot sounds small, but that's what I have at my cabin, and it's plenty for what we need. It's actually fine. There'll be a 2 foot comes to right about here. So all of this space right here is left. Is we could have an extra 12 to 14 inches over here, and I hope to have a little closet. I don't know if I build something or I find something that'll fit in here, or if I just leave it open. Maybe I can put broom storage or Swiffer, or I don't know, maybe build a few shelves or something. But anyway, this plug right here is for the refrigerator, and it's right on the line. It needs to be moved over. A lot of people would think this is really high for a refrigerator. We have, like I said, we have one at our cabin. And what I found is because it's such a narrow enclosure, it can be tricky to get it plugged in and then push it back in. Now the refrigerator does have a pigtail coming off, and you can do it, but I find it's a little easier if the plug is up higher. And ideally, I think I would rather have this down here, but there doesn't appear to be any slack in this line. So, and there's a stud here and a stud here. So what I'm going to do is move this over. I'm going to have to go up a little bit just to make sure there's enough slack to come through the wall. I have these. If you're not familiar with it, these are called, well, let me back up. Normally on an outlet box, you nail them to a stud when the wall's open. These are called old work boxes. And you just cut the hole wherever you want it. They have a wing on here that when you start screwing this screw, it flips that wing out, and as you come back, it goes up and catches the sheetrock. So I'm going to have to relocate a couple of these, and that's what I'm fixing to get into now. All right, so I already tried this once, but I put a piece of wood in the wall to act as a backer. So comes the end of this trip. I only had one sheet over there previously. I put 2 more on that wall. And then on the front wall, I got 3.5. I still need to do the upper section. And then of course, we'll trim out the windows and the door with cedar. And then in the kitchen, I got 2 sheets put up, and I still have 2 sheets to go. I want to show you one thing real quick. In this back corner, it's going to be some dead space, and I'm trying to think of how I could utilize that. I may come up with something. But anyway, I had some pieces that were beat up. That one in particular. And I just put them back there. And then I'll paint it. But see, there'll be countertop all the way over into that corner. So it's not going to show. I hope I don't regret it, but I don't think I will.